now I am joined by Mike T in the flesh, and on TV, there's Riddick and Dan Graziano. Lou, let me start with you. What does Mike McCarthy have to do this season, do you think, to stop being asked about his job security?
Well, Max, it's pretty simple. Start being a part of the solution instead of being part of the problem as it relates to in-game management. When you're talking about crucial down and distance as to whether or not to go for it on fourth in particular, crucial game clock management situations, end of half, end of game. You know, Mike Tannenbaum, I'm sure, will reiterate something that he's reiterated numerous different times. Get your team to play more disciplined. Although, look, no coach coaches penalties. But look, ultimately that falls, under your purview as the head coach. And really, again, be the reason why in close games that your game management decisions, your ability to communicate with the offensive and defensive coordinator in terms of what the strategy and tactics should be in order to either score a touchdown, prevent a touchdown, be the reason why, the difference maker as to why you're winning some of those close games against quality opponents. You do that, people stop asking about your job security, and Jerry Jones will have to stop addressing it, even though, as Ed pointed out, he wasn't even asked about it. He'll stop addressing it. Do those things, it won't be a story.
A preemptive strike. I love that answer, Riddick, because more than even just the specificity that I was after, win a playoff game, be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. That said, Dan, do you think he needs to win a playoff game to keep his job? Sean Payton's lurking out there. They got an offensive coordinator they really like. Does he need to win a playoff game?
I do think he does. I don't think that Sean Payton is the guy that he has to worry about. I think Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator, would be the more likely replacement, but that's way down the road. Look, I think he has to win a playoff game, but fundamentally the Cowboys have to get to the end of this season really feeling like Jerry Jones says he feels, right? I mean, Mike McCarthy's not calling offensive plays. He's not calling defensive plays. His whole job is managing the coherence and competence of it all. And if that is not something that you can feel and see when you watch the Cowboys, then these questions are going to continue, and Jerry Jones is going to have a hard time maintaining the level of confidence that he claims to have in his head coach. Obviously, winning a playoff game would go a long way toward establishing McCarthy as someone who's actually in control of things there when it really matters most.
Mike T, you've been a GM on an AFC championship team that you put together. We in the media toss around distractions and, this is going to distract the team. But there's always going to be this kind of scrutiny around the Cowboys. What kind of an actual effect does it have on a team?
Well, Louis, Dan, and I talked about it this morning. That's kind of what you sign up for when you're the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And if I'm Mike McCarthy, I would stop worrying about all the symptoms and I would solve the problem. And Louis did a great job of enumerating some of the problems, but the other part is, since he's been the head coach, no team has had more penalties than the Dallas Cowboys. So there's going to be distractions. That's what happens when you have a star on the side of your helmet. But you have a really good football team, and you should win the division, as these odds are showing here, Max. So go play football. Go play clean, hard football. Everything else takes care of itself. And I really don't think it matters if they win the division, a playoff game or two. I think we'll all sit here in January and say, did this team live up to its very lofty potential that it has?
The fact of the matter is, in my view, there are two America's teams, the real one and the fake one. The real one are the Green Bay Packers. That's America's team. Will it play in Peoria? That's Green Bay. That's the team of Lombardi, Bart Starr, Brett Favre, now Aaron Rodgers. He lost his job with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, and they've been better since he left, at least in the regular season. Now he's going to lose his job with America's fake team after America's real team? That would not be a good look.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.